Welcome to another edition of Sci-Fi Journal, presented by members of the Rhode Island Science Fiction Club. This show is for May 2017. I'm Marc Morisseau. Also hosting the show today are
Calvin Watts III.
And
James Hinsey.
And our friend Jay Kingston is, as Starfleet would say, on medical leave. So Jay, feel better quickly, and we hope to see you at a future taping. All right. So in the meantime, our first segment for the show is movie clips that we like to call popcorn previews. All right, we have 3 clips this month. Here we go. Let's get started. First up, Spider-Man Homecoming. This is trailer number 2.
Yep.
Marvel Studios comes out on July 7th. Tom Holland as Peter Parker and Robert Downey Jr. as the Iron Man. Cool stuff. And he goes up against the Vulture. That's the antagonist in this particular movie. So let's take a look at the new Spider-Man movie.
What's up, guys? So, to become an Avenger, are there like trials or an interview?
Do me a favor. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Just stay close to the ground.
You're the Spider-Man from YouTube. Can you summon an army of spiders?
No, Ned, no.
Do you know him too?
Stole his shield.
Can I try the suit on?
The rich and the powerful, like Stark, they don't care about us. The world's changing, boys. Time we change too.
These weapons are crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
Your legal weapons barrier was at 2:30. You missed it. No.
What if somebody had died?
I was just trying to be like you.
I wanted you to be better. I'm gonna need the suit back.
But I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it.
I screwed up.
You need to stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders.
I want you to understand. I'll do anything to protect my family. I know you know what I'm talking about.
So don't mess with me. Because I will kill you and everybody you love.
Our friends are up there!
The guy is still out there. I just gotta do this on my own.
Just don't do anything stupid.
I got this.
All right?
Yeah.
Very, very, very nice.
Looks neat, huh?
Michael Keaton as the
Yeah,
Vulture
exactly.
really seems to work.
Right.
And another one of these dual, like, I've done one comic book role, I'm going to do a different comic book role, so it's really cool to see him as the villain.
Right.
And I have really high hopes for this one. I mean, Tom Holland's an excellent Spider-Man. It looks like they've got the mannerisms and stuff for Peter Parker down right. I like that he's going to go back to his roots. Everything about this trailer screams good. So that what makes me a little worried, but I'll still go see it nonetheless.
Yeah.
And it's still part of a Sony co-production because Sony still owns
They
Spider-Man.
still own okay.
And so there's some rumor too that they may take the rights back after this movie. What they'll do with it, I don't know.
Yeah, he's scheduled to be, if I remember correctly, in 6 MCU movies. That includes the Avengers movies.
Now, he being Tom Holland or
being
the Spider-Man character?
So that means,
Right,
so Civil War is already 1, so that means 5 more. So
Right.
you figure the 2 Avengers movies, this one, and possibly
Infinity
make an
Wars.
appearance, somewhere else. But yeah, Sony, in fact, the president of Sony was saying something to that effect. and that supposedly, I guess, there's a Venom movie that's still in
They're still working on.
development. So, but we'll see. Hopefully, cooler heads will prevail, and they'll realize, especially, I assume if this movie does really well, I know it's really hard for the studios to interact and play nice and work together, but if this movie does up to its potential, they might see that it's beneficial to both of them to just shut up and just make it work.
Yeah, 'cause
they
they'll-
can make it
Because they'll
work.
both be making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cool. All right, yeah, good stuff. All right, next up is a clip from a movie called Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. This looks very interesting, okay? It's produced by STX Entertainment. It's going to be released on July 21st. Two newcomers, Dave DeHaan and Cara Delevingne, I think that's how I pronounce her name, are the co-stars.
She was she was the witch lady in Suicide Squad.
Okay, there you go.
The Enchantress.
Oh, she was. She was Enchantress.
And wasn't he Green Goblin? In
Dane,
one of the
yes,
Super
he
Spider-Man
was.
ones?
He was.
Osborn?
Harry Osborn.
Harry
Right.
Osborn.
In
yes.
the Sony Amazing Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield.
Okay,
Right.
visually stunning, this clip. Let's take a look.
This mission is a simple in and out. Agent Valerian, you'll be running solo.
I only work with my partner.
Hi.
We're a team. Let's go.
You're running nearly 20 minutes late.
Yeah, well, time flies when you're having fun.
Welcome to Alpha. The city of 1,000 planets, where for hundreds of years, every species has shared their knowledge and their intelligence with each other. It's paradise.
Amazing.
After centuries of peace and prosperity, an unknown force wants to destroy all we have created.
Agents Valerian and Laureline, you have less than 10 hours to find the threat and eliminate it.
Let's get to work.
The whole universe is after us.
We need the two of you to be the guardians of our future.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Valerian, trust me.
How much time left?
Our destiny is in your hands.
I taught him how to do that.
Now, the people who produced this also produced, I think, The Fifth Element. didn't
Yeah,
they?
it's Luc Besson
Yeah.
is wrote and directed this. Oh, co-wrote because it's based on a graphic novel.
Yeah.
So the graphic novel supposedly is like very influential.
Right.
And plus, there's so many different aliens and worlds
I
in
know.
this thing. It's just
When I watched this
You know?
clip, my first thought was, watching this clip, this is how I felt when I saw Star Wars for the first time, with the cantina scene and all these different aliens and things going on. Yeah, it looked really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty neat. So that's coming out July 21st. And last but not least, we have Justice League trailer number 1, Warner Brothers, coming out on November 17th. Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck, Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, Henry Cavill. Superheroes galore in the DC universe. So let's take a look.
We have to be ready.
You, me, the others. There's an attack coming. From far away.
Not coming, Bruce. It's already here. The others. Where are they?
Arthur Curry. The Aquaman. It's on him.
Organic and biomechatronic body parts. He's a cyborg.
You should probably move.
Barry Allen.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me. You're the Batman?
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It has to.
What are your superpowers again?
I'm rich.
One thing I can tell you is you got to be free.
My turn.
Come together. Right now. Come together. Right now.
Shall we?
It's good to see you playing well with others again. Just like a bat. I dig it.
Maybe temporary.
Okay.
Okay,
So
here we go.
before we discuss the trailer, I just have to throw out, it is so awesome that they have announced not only a Nightwing movie that's going to be done by the director of the Lego Batman, but there's going to be a Batgirl movie supposedly directed by Joss Whedon.
I know.
How awesome is that?
Yeah.
Joss,
yeah.
yeah.
So
He's skipping universes. He's going from Marvel to
that's what it
to
looks like.
DC, but
Yeah.
that's nice. Good.
On top of Fox basically coming out and saying that Firefly could come back if Joss Whedon was involved.
Right. Yeah.
But all right, let's get back to the trailer.
But anyway,
The trailer hit all of the good parts.
Yep.
They really made Aquaman look badass.
I'm just going to say,
Which is awesome.
next to Wonder Woman, who was badass in the Superman Batman movie, Aquaman is the badass in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it looks interesting. It's going to be how they work Cyborg into the movie is going to really be the key.
Right.
Because it looks like they're using the Mother Box technology, so we know that they're going with the whole dark side, New Gods theme. So he's going to be central to the story, and that's really going to be the key as to how this all works.
Right.
But
Yeah.
so far, so good. I mean, you can't really compare it to the Marvel Universe. It's apples and oranges.
Right. Yeah. But it's still a lot of
And they've
fun.
had a couple of missteps, but they seem to be on track. So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
We
so
have a few months. The
yeah.
hype train will start.
So far, Marvel has been dominating in the movies, and DC has been dominating on television. So we'll see with this Justice League movie if things kind of even themselves out a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll go with it. All right, and that's all we have this month for Popcorn Previews. Let's move on to the wonderful world of gaming with a segment we like to call Game Over. Take it away, Calvin.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
So I was not here last month, so I apologize
And we
for that.
missed you.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Well,
I
wait,
know.
weren't you doing like PAX East and some other stuff too?
Yes, it was PAX East Day, which I had a good time. It was a little different. I was somewhat disappointed. I mean, the arcade, the classic arcade that they've had set up there, it's been a couple of years since I've been able to get tickets.
Right.
Was not there anymore. So they just had like a console arcade room set up, and they had like a new arcade room set up. But one of the cool things is that they did have the Steel Battalion setup going. Now, Steel Battalion, if you don't remember, is a game that came out for the original Xbox. It cost $200, and it's a
Right.
mech simulation game. and it comes with like this huge controller, which is like yay big.
Yeah.
Has like 40 buttons on it, 3 levers.
And you went to buy it, and your
pedals.
parents wondered if it was going to take over the basement or something. Yeah.
So they came out with a sequel called Steel Battalion Line of Contact a year later, which was online only, but it was also LAN playable. So what they did was they hooked up literally like 10 Xboxes and had 10 Steel Battalions going. You could all fight each other.
Right.
It was a really cool thing.
That's neat.
So a lot's happened with home media since I was last here. So just to give you a quick rundown of what's already available if you want to go in and get this at your local store. Star Wars Rogue One, which has come out. Reviews have been, the movie itself is excellent. The audio and video quality is excellent. Really lacking on the special features, which means there'll probably be like a special edition coming out at some point.
You know, I've never been a real big special features kind of person. I'm always like, just give me the movie. So the special features, like, oh.
I have, but it's going to be ancillary. I mean, the movie is going to be good in order for you to care about the special features.
Right.
So the Teen Titans, the Judas Contract, is the latest from the DC animated film universe. Now, this is supposed to originally come out. This is supposed to be the 3rd film to actually be released, and it got put off and got put off. So this is a sequel to Justice League versus Teen Titans, and it looks like they're going to follow the story with some exceptions from the original comic book back in the 80s fairly closely. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. As we are taping, it comes out in like a week.
All right.
But as you are seeing this, it's already available, so go get it.
Right now. Well, wait, watch the film first and then go get it.
The Assassin's Creed Michael Fassbender movie that was out at Christmas time is also available right now.
I never saw it. I got mixed reviews.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
As well as Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Where
Yes.
can you find them? At your local store or on Amazon or any other place that you buy these movies at.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan's Split, which is a return to form for him.
They still let him make movies?
Not only did they let him make movies, this was like a runaway hit. He's back.
Oh, good.
And last but certainly not least, Phantasm, which has like a huge cult following. There's a box set.
The old 1970s Phantasm?
They just released Phantasm 5.
Is that the one with the silver ball?
That's the
and
one with the
hooks?
silver balls. They just released the last movie in the quintology or whatever it is, called Phantasm 5 Ravager. And so there's a box set with all of these movies. So if you're a horror fan, you like this stuff, you can go pick that out. Releases coming out this month in May include, on the 2nd, Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage. Now, no, it's not really science fiction, but it certainly is fantasy because Triple X was like super over-the-top James Bond stuff. And let me tell you, this was a joyride of epic proportions. Totally off the scale, totally unbelievable, but fun as heck.
Yeah, one of those things you watch, you're like, nah, he can't do that. No, he can't do that. But it's so freaking cool.
Exactly. And this is no exception.
Yeah.
On the 16th, it's a really big week. So Resident Evil, the final chapter, which was okay. So that'll be out.
Mila Jovovich. Okay.
And Universal has, and I believe we've already shown the trailer, the remake of The Mummy is coming out in June.
Right.
So all of these people are starting to do their own universes. You know, Legendary has one. They have the Monster Universe with Godzilla, King Kong. You have Marvel Universe. You have the DC Universe. Hasbro's trying to do one of their own with their properties.
Right.
Transformers, G.I. Joe, blah, 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 blah. So Universal is doing the same thing with their Monster Legacy stuff. So The Mummy that's coming out in June is part of that. So to help promote that, they're going to have a bunch of things coming out in the state. First off is the Mummy Ultimate Collection. Now this is the Mummy from like the late 90s with Brendan Fraser. So Mummy
that was
1,
a fun series.
Yeah, so the was it 3 Mummy movies or 4 Mummy? So Mummy and Mummy Returns and then the Tomb one?
No, it wasn't like Scorpion King or something?
Yeah, well anyways, all of the Mummy movies from that universe are there. Also, which is to me actually cooler, is that the Mummy Legacy Collection and the Mummy Dracula Collection. Now we're talking Lon Chaney, Bela Lugosi, Bela Karloff.
Yeah.
All of the movies released in the 30s and 40s through like the early 50s
black and white
are going to be put into collections as well. So that'll be pretty cool. And the 23rd, we have Matt Damon's The Great Wall, which I never did get to see in the theaters, but it still looks really cool. So hopefully it has a second life in home video.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that I'm not going to pay to see it in the theater, but I'll watch it on DVD.
Right.
Yeah.
And on the 30th, Speed Racer, the complete series comes home.
The animated.
The animated series.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
That would be
Blu-ray.
pretty cool.
What was the name of the monkey? Was it Chim Chim? Yeah, Chim Chim, he says. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
On to gaming, and one of the favorite times of the year is coming up for me. Pentastic New England, which is going to be July 6th through 8th of this year. Sturbridge House Hotel, so it's their third year in existence. Gabriel D'Annunzio, who is the person behind the whole thing, he just went to the Texas Pinball Festival. He's working again in his speakers, and the people are going to be there. I'm sure it's going to be great. Hopefully we're going to have him on next month so we can talk a little bit about what's going on.
That would be nice.
I plan on being there regardless, especially since, excuse me, it seems like the Pinball Wizard Arcade, unfortunately, is definitely going to be closing.
Oh, all right.
It looks like the end of this month
Yep.
is going to be the last hurrah. So I've talked about this place before. If you like pinball or if you like old school arcades, you definitely have to go check this place out. It's in Pelham, New Hampshire, which seems far, but it's literally like 2 minutes or 3 minutes over the border from Massachusetts.
If you're a Rhode Islander, you have to make overnight reservations. But
But for everybody else, I mean, it is a trip, and it is still currently one of the biggest arcades in the world.
Has she said anything about her plans for once it closes? Or moving to a new site? Or?
They've talked about moving to a new site, but honestly, I think she might just call it a day. She's talking about selling off most of her collection, keeping the stuff she wants to keep.
There's a Doctor Who pinball in there. There's an Exevius machine in there.
I really hope that something happens at the last minute, but it's definitely a place you want to go check out.
What a shame.
So Pinball Wizard Arcade is their website.
Check it out.
Go check it out. The Age of Destiny from Destiny is now going. The Age of Destiny is Destiny's last big event that's coming on. What they've basically done is they've gone back and revamped all of the raids from the previous expansions, including Vault of Glass. They brought it up to the current level. There's all sorts of armors, all sorts of weapons, all sorts of stuff that you can do.
This is an Xbox product?
This is an Xbox and PlayStation product.
Okay.
And this is all because Destiny 2 is officially announced, coming out in September.
Oh, I saw the commercials.
Yes,
right.
so there's a little trailer which is actually pretty cool that we are going to show for you now. And here it is.
Times may be dark, but we are Earth's greatest hope. Look around you. A gathering of noble guardians new and old.
Okay, listen up. You're a bunch of dirty misfits, but you're all that's left, so you'll have to do.
Our home was attacked. I was there, fought against the endless onslaught.
They kept coming, so I kept firing. Not gonna lie, I was magnificent.
Despite the sacrifice of many brave guardians, we lost everything. The tower, the city, our home.
So, everything is gone. Your stuff, my stuff, most importantly, my stuff.
Today we know our enemy. His name is
Gary! Or Gil. Glenn? Is it? I don't know. It's something with a G!
Go. I know you look to me in times of peril, but this is not my battle alone.
Which means if I don't see you out there, I'll kill you myself.
It is time to avenge this injustice, for that is the duty of all guardians.
Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
So I ask you, who will stand with me?
Yeah! Really, guys?
That was inspiring.
Also, there will be a ton of loot! Yeah, right? That's what I thought.
Pre-order and get beta early access.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool. So, but all this pales into what really has going on now. I wasn't here last month.
After all that, this is what's really going on.
This pales in like comparison to everything else. See this? I know you can't because it's really, really, really tiny.
Yeah.
That is Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo Switch.
Yes, there's more computing power in there than what we use to go to the moon.
If you can get a load out of this, this is my birthday / Christmas / anniversary / pretty much everything.
Father's Day /
Yes,
don't ask for anything
For this
else.
year.
Pretty much. So my wife was able to get a hold of this just a couple of days after it was released.
Good.
And
did it sell out?
Oh yeah, it's sold out
Nice.
everywhere. There are restocking. They're doing better than the NES Classic.
Okay.
But it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna see if I can't put this in really quick and give you an idea of what it looks like. So it's not a bad size.
So it's like a little SD card.
So
it's a little bit
if you
thicker
look
than
at
the
it compared to
SD.
like now, so this is my iPad Air. So it's a decent size.
Yeah.
It's a really nice portable. And I've been playing it mostly docked onto my high HD TV, and Zelda, in a word, is incredible.
It's a wireless connection to the TV.
No, it's a wired connection
It's a
to the
wired
TV.
connection, all right.
There's a dock which it's hooked up to my TV, so I just left it there. So
Right.
you put the thing in the dock's wired to the TV,
Right.
and it automatically reads it, and it's simultaneous.
Nice.
Comes right on. So going back to Zelda, and this is for everybody who ever wants to make another console system from now until the end of time. You're going to come out with a new system, have a killer game to go with it. Nintendo's released, there was I want to say like 4 or 5 games that came out initially with the system. One of them is called like the 1-2 switch, which kind of shows off the capabilities and stuff. It all pales into this. This is the game of the year. This could be like the game of the decade.
All right.
That's how good this is. This is the reason why these things are selling out.
Yep.
It is really, really awesome. I know you won't be able to see this, but I'll throw up a quick like gameplay trailer so you
We'll
can
throw up a
see
screen.
kind of like what we're doing. But in a word, it's incredible. Having said that, some of the things that there's been some complaints and stuff going on. So, but it's to give you an idea of how this thing is all about. So basically, the Switch is a portable / home console. It's a hybrid, from lack of a better term, between the Wii and the Wii U. These are the Joy-Con controllers. These are that you can dock these into like a controller holder, so it'll be like a regular controller.
Right.
Or you can use little straps and stuff and hook onto them.
All right.
So, like your old style, like Wiimotes.
Yep.
And there you go. It's all motion controlled. So you
Use
can
the
have like
wristband.
little straps, so you can use
Yep.
the wristband.
So you don't put us in the TV.
and you can do all that stuff, which is pretty cool. One of the really cool things also is that the amiibo functions are in. So the amiibos is like their version, the Nintendo's versions of Skylanders and stuff. Instead of having to have like a little platform, there's a little scanner like built into the controller and into the Pro controller as well. So you can just scan the little things and
nice.
it'll do whatever it is in the game. Which is one of the problems with having Zelda as an example. They've put some really cool features in the game that you can only get from accessing the amiibo.
Got it.
So, and I want to give thanks to my friend Matt for letting me borrow his Super Smash Brothers Link, because that's the only way to get Epona, which is like the best horse in the game from like Ocarina of Time, in the game.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
So the system is selling like gangbusters, but there have been some issues. One of the issues that Nintendo has already said that they've addressed is that the left Joy-Con or the left stick sometimes loses connectivity with the system if you're trying to play it while it's not docked. So they've used like some sort of connectivity tape or something inside to take care of that. So if you're having an issue with that, you can contact them. They should be able to take care of it.
Or duct tape. Duct tape fixes everything.
The accessories are really expensive.
Are they?
I mean, they've said that they are going to make a profit on everything. You can tell their Pro controller, which I did get, which is right here.
Looks like a hybrid of Xbox and PlayStation.
Which is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
It's more money than both a standard Xbox or PlayStation controller. But I can tell you, if you're going to play hooked up to your TV, Absolutely
That's the
worth
way
it.
to
You
go.
want to get one of these. These are fine. These are like really cool, but the buttons are kind of small. So if you have bigger hands, you really want to go with like a Pro controller.
Yep.
There's also been complaints about the screen being scratch prone, especially if you keep it in the dock. So you want to have some type of protector for it. I would go like maybe with a tempered glass protector.
All right.
Excuse me. And there have even been some complaints about the system warping a little bit if just being kept in the dock for too long. And so there's some reports coming out there. The systems are still working just fine, but there are still some complaints. So there's stuff looking into. But all in all, it's been a killer debut for Nintendo, who sorely needed it after the stumble with the Wii U.
Now, portability, what's the battery life on average?
Depending on what you're playing, anywhere between 3 and 6 hours.
All right, that.
So it's not bad, but I mean, it could be better. But it is what it is.
Of course, if you're playing 6 hours straight of games, you need to take a break anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. And just throw it back in the dock.
Yeah.
So there's many more games coming up. There's going to be a Super Mario game coming out like around Christmas time, hopefully. And I'll keep up with news on the Switch as it comes along. But I can't say enough. Zelda Breath of the Wild is the best game I have played in a long time. It is fun. It's an open world Zelda adventure. You really can't go wrong with that. It's just awesome. If you are a fan of those type of games, or if you're a Zelda fan, it's a reason enough alone to get a Switch. It looks beautiful. It plays beautiful. I can't speak enough about it.
Cool.
So, and that's all I have.
Good. Intro.
So,
Here, you can have that.
we went back in February. Terra Con came back to Providence and Rhode Island, and it was at the convention center. We all went. We had a great time. We have a couple of clips from Terra Con 2017, and these are for your entertainment, and here they are.
Terra Con 2017. We are with Chris and Colin. Hi, Chris.
Yes, good morning. How you doing?
Okay, tell us the name of your company.
I'm called 3D Printing by Muckychris.
All right, and you work out of New Jersey, correct?
That's right. Yeah, I have a home office in Jersey, and we make 3D printed toys.
Okay, how did you get started with this?
I've always been a lover of old toys, and I used to make the Aurora, kits and the garage kits and stuff. So this is kind of the new age version of those Aurora kits, where I design toys and then we print them on 3D printers like this.
Now, how did you get started in 3D printing?
About 5 years ago, I was a designer, but I was a flat designer. I was 2D designer, and so the 3D was not a hard jump to make. I was already using Photoshop and Illustrator every day, so now just to a third dimension, it was pretty easy learning curve.
Now, tell us a little bit about some of your creations, because these are like variations on the Buddha, correct?
Yeah, everything on the shelves here are Buddhas. I started with a Yoda Buddha. I was really trying to compare Buddhism to the Force. So I made a Yoda Buddha, and then we made. If you have Yoda, then you have to have an anti-Yoda. You have to have a Vader, and you know. So it just kind of took off from there. Yeah.
Now, do you have any one design that's a favorite over the others?
You know, I'll tell you, a Bender from Futurama is really my favorite, and this one is very popular.
Now, you also do some 3D light switches and stuff there, too.
Yeah. Once you have a 3D printer, there's always something to print. So I've been making Millennium Falcon light switches and Lego light switches and stuff like that, yeah.
Now, how many conventions and stuff do you do per year?
Pretty much every weekend, so maybe 45, something like that, yeah.
And how'd you find out about Terra Con?
Terra Con, well, I've always come up to Rhode Island for the Rhode Island show, and when I heard of Terra Con, I jumped right on. Yeah.
Good. Now, if people want to get in touch with you, do you have a website or email or anything?
Very easy. Muckychris is Mucky, Chris, CHRIS.com.
Very good.
Excellent.
Chris and Colin, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
All right, let's see what else is going on at TerrorCon.
James at TerrorCon here with Penny Dreadful, right? The star of Shilling Shockers. It's another public access television show out of New Bedford and southeastern Mass. So tell me, how long have you been doing Shilling Shockers?
We've been doing Shilling Shockers, my dear boy, for many years now. About 10 years, over 10 years we've been on the air. We started airing in January of 2006, airing and scaring, And so we've been on television for over 10 years. We have 9 seasons of episodes of spooky movies.
And where can people find your show?
they can find it in the darkest, dankest places imaginable, namely public access television. If you're up late at night and you can't fall asleep, the cure for insomnia awaits you. If you watch such films as The Beast of Yucca Flats, I guarantee you'll fall asleep. You don't need to take a sleeping pill. So you can find us on television. We air in about 200 cities and towns throughout haunted New England, and all over television in New England, and on the internet. There are a few places that stream the show online. We have a Vimeo channel, and some of our shows are up on there too, so you can find it there as well. And DVDs, of course. Got many DVDs of all our seasons here. I'm shilling the shockers, as you can see.
Shilling the shockers. Love that. Yes, I found Shilling Shockers through pegmedia.org, which is where we upload our show, and other communities can download our show for their public access viewers, and it's been really great. 200 places, you say? Yeah.
Yes, over 200 cities and towns throughout New England, and then outside of New England, we air in a few other places as well. Kansas City runs us, and Huntington, North Carolina, or a few other random locations due to Peg Media, I believe, from people downloading the show and running it in random places. But the best place to look is shillingshockers.com, our website, and we have lots of information there about which channels run the show, and our DVDs and all that stuff.
Yes. So yeah, if you're looking for some entertaining movies and things like that, some good horror and stuff like that, check out Shilling Shockers. Thank you, Penny.
Absolutely, my pleasure, and thank you, Mr. Sci-Fi Journal.
So now we're going to go to Toob News with Mark.
Hey, that's me. Why am I talking like a Mario? I don't know. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
When The Walking Dead returns for season 8 in the fall, fans may see a 2-year time jump.
Oh, no.
Yes, because they're kind of sort of following the comic books, because they did that in the comic book version of The Walking Dead.
Great comic books.
Yeah, I know. Well, they've taken some things from the comics, and then they've skipped some things from the comics. They've ignored them. But I guess this time around, when it comes back in the fall, we might see Alexandria like 2 years. So we'll see. We'll find out who's still around and who's been killed off and that type of thing, and how the war is going between the saviors and all that stuff. So we might have a 2-year time jump for Walking Dead season 8. Season 7 was.
The ending though was.
The ending
awesome.
was.
The
cool.
ending, was, but the ending was yes, and we're going to go spoiler free. But since I already know kind of what happened at the ending,
so there we go.
Yeah, it was kind of telegraphed because of where that person is going to be next.
Right.
So once that was
And I've
announced,
got
it was
pieces about
just
that,
a matter of time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it was good. I liked the way it ended. It was cool. The best part for me was when Negan was about to take care of Carl, and a tiger just comes out of nowhere. that was so awesome. Yeah. Did you see it? You didn't see it. Oh, all right. Well, you got to watch it. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay.
Put something over
Put your
ear.
non-spoiler hearings on. Okay. What have I got? Streaming channel Hulu. Anybody watch Hulu?
No.
You got to pay for it. But anyways, they have a new anthology series called Dimension 404. Think Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Black Mirror, anthology series type of thing. That's was released in April on Hulu. So if you like Hulu and you like those type of shows, you might want to check that out. Fans of classic Doctor Who episodes can now stream the adventures from the first 7 Doctors, 1963 to 1989, on BBC's BritBox. It's a new streaming service from the BBC.
Paid.
Paid.
Yes.
Yep. All 11 seasons of Red Dwarf are available too. In fact, just about anything that's released by BBC is available on this streaming channel.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty neat. You can get it on the internet, you can get it on Roku, that type of thing. It's going to cost you $6.99 a month for an extensive collection of BBC shows. So if you like all that stuff, they even have like Hound of the Baskervilles with Tom Baker from 1982.
Nice.
They have that. They have all the romance type
That's
castle
not
type
that bad of
things.
a price.
Yeah, compared to the other streaming service that has the Doctor Who series,
Right.
it is less expensive, and I know people are switching to it.
Yep. And one of the reasons why they're saying the income stream from the sale of DVDs from BBC shows has kind of dried up a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're looking to this streaming service to kind of make up for the revenue. But if you're a real big fan of BBC programming, whether it's Doctor Who or Red Dwarf or Black Adder is on there also, if you really like those shows.
It's not just genre stuff. I mean, they have all sorts of drama and action and comedy.
And romance and all that stuff.
And it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, so BritBox is the channel. You might want to check it out, $6.99 a month. Okay, and then finally, we already mentioned this, Sonequa Martin Green, Sasha from The Walking Dead, or Zombie Sasha, if you want to go that way. Character on Star Trek Discovery has been revealed. She will be playing First Officer Michael Burnham. That's the character's name. And it will be the first time a black woman plays a first officer on a Star Trek series.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Compared with who's going to be captain, totally awesome.
And originally I thought that when they cast her, they were saying she was going to be the captain or commander of the ship.
Yep.
But, that could be part of the storyline still in some way.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I kind of have mixed feelings about this series. I mean, they keep pushing it down, they're kicking the can down the line. Oh, it's going to be in May, February. No, it's going to be in May. No, it's going to be in November.
And the ship design too, it just doesn't fit with being only 10 years before the original series.
Right.
When the ship itself was, older than that because and then Kirk was. On another ship, before the Enterprise,
right?
And we know some of that history. So
yeah, it throws off the whole.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all fits in and it all ties in.
So we have good thoughts on Star Trek Discovery. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's all I have this month for Tube News. Let's move on to the wonderful world. Oh, I saw Power Rangers last month.
You did?
Yeah. Did you like it? Did you see it?
I didn't see it yet.
Oh, it's a good movie. Oh, my daughter and I went because she used to watch Power Rangers when she was a kid. We used to sit on the couch together and watch it. It was our favorite show. So we had a daddy-daughter moment and went to the movies. It goes to the Power Rangers movie. It's really well done. In fact, Saban is thinking that that's going to be the first of at least 6 Power Rangers movies.
Oh, cool.
I did not see the Power Rangers. However, I did go see Logan.
Yeah.
Which was incredible. A really good way to send off Hugh Jackman as that character. And definitely, you're looking at that and you're like, wow, this is what they could have done with Wolverine like all of this past times. And it was really cool.
Okay.
And Kong Skull Island was so incredibly fun.
Yes, that was a lot of fun.
Totally different approach than what they did with Godzilla, where less was more. I mean, Kong appears within like 30 seconds.
Right.
And he's like doing stuff and it's like, whoa.
And he's still growing.
Yeah, and he's still, they made it a point that he's still growing. And he has to because he's going to have to get a lot bigger if he's going to fight Godzilla in 3 years.
That's right.
But no, the movie was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. Okay. But anyways, we digress, as always. So now it's time for the wonderful world of anime with a segment we call Anime Daisuki. Go, James, go!
For Anime Daisuki, I got lots of little things here. I'm going to go kind of quick. New Mega Man cartoon coming to Cartoon Network in 2018. Mega Man, yay! It was Japanese anime. It had played here in the U.S. before, and there's lots of big fans of it. There's a new Eureka 7 movie trilogy called Psalms of Planets, Eureka 7 High Evolution, Kokyo Shihen Eureka 7 High Evolution. Eureka is spelled like Eureka, E-U-R-E-K-A, but it's pronounced Eureka. So Eureka, she's this young girl who pilots a
I'm
mecha.
not even going there. All right.
Anyway.
I'm just listening.
So this trilogy will cover the first Summer of Love, which was the incident that happened 10 years before the original Eureka 7 anime series. That happens to deal with Renton's parents and things like that, and and then they'll cover some of that story of Renton and Eureka, and then there'll be a whole new ending for the story. So it'll be all new voiceover, new animation, new scenes. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I love that storyline. It's great boy meets girl type story, or girl meets boy, or however you want to put it. This is May show, but right before May, the second season of Attack on Titan started airing on Toonami.
Oh yeah,
So
I heard about that.
it premiered April 1st in Japan.
Right.
The new Attack on Titan season 2. Now it's on Toonami. Yay for Toonami! Smart move to get that on as soon as it could.
Did you see the live action yet?
I did.
Okay.
And there's some criticisms about it, but I enjoyed the live action one. Now, I've seen the Ghost in the Shell movie. I did like it as an adaptation of the original animated movie.
Right.
I need to go back and watch the original animated movie. They do explain, how it is that that the character, is Scarlett Johansson, which is okay. It's a cybernetic body, and then she kind of discovers her origins because at this point in the movie she doesn't have the memories of her as a younger person. So, so they explain, okay, what her real name is Motoko. So, but they've greenlit a new Ghost in the Shell anime, so we could be having more like Ghost in the Shell TV series again. Instead of being like, what was it called, second gig, it could be like third gig or something like that. Check out those Fathom events at the movie theaters. This year they're going to have 6 different Studio Ghibli films, like 2 dates in each month, June through November, for these 6 different films, starting with My Neighbor Totoro, going to all the way up to Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep.
All right.
I've been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on Toonami. It's been a lot of fun. But there's a live-action JoJo's Bizarre Adventure coming. The Diamond is Unbreakable chapter from the series, so it's set more in the present day. It's being directed by Takashi Miike. So he did a lot of great films in Japan, like Ichi the Killer and a bunch of others. So look for that in Japan in August, and we'll probably get it here too, at some point. And hey, that's all I've got for Anime Daisuki this month.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
So, one more thing.
Oh, that's not all you have.
No, yeah, one more thing. I have a trailer. A trailer for the live action Fullmetal Alchemist, the story of the Elric brothers.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
Here it is.
でも錬金術で人間を作っちゃいけないんだよね。もう一度母さんに会いたくないのか？会いたい。じゃあ決まりだ。
鋼の錬金術師
So yes, they actually filmed that in Europe.
I know.
So the scenery, is more authentic, like the storyline. But the cast is all Japanese. Oh, hey, is that Japanese washing? I don't know. It's still, it's a Japanese production. They're going to use their actors, okay, who
Nothing
can
wrong with
speak
that.
Japanese.
Right.
And
In Europe.
even though it's a European setting, that's just the way it is.
not a big
and
deal.
Japan has no big deal. We're just trying to tell a story, right? And we're trying to use the best people and actors who can do the job.
Right.
Which, isn't that what really any art,
Yeah.
Sometimes they're trying to compromise people's art to meet someone else's ideals.
They make more of a big deal than they should about certain things.
Right.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so that's it.
Okay, cool. All right, and now, gentlemen, we have to do this together because Jay's not here. Now it's time for toys, props, and other stuff, where our very talented camera people points at things in the world of science fiction collectibles, and we speak about them.
So on the left, there's a CD for a local heavy metal group called Midnight Mass. Adam had the chance, I guess, to go see them or have something to do with them. It looked pretty cool and really awesome. Next to that is the Blu-ray DVD release of Doctor Strange.
What a good movie.
What an awesome movie. Definitely want to see it.
Loved it.
Also, on the other side, Star Wars Rogue One.
Yep.
Again, excellent, excellent movie. Definitely exceeded my expectations.
Did they include the alternate ending in that thing or not?
They did not. Haven't checked to look at the special features, so I don't know if they did or not.
Okay.
I haven't seen it on videos anywhere yet, so it's not online.
There's also 2 amiibos there.
Right.
One is the Archer from Breath of the Wild. In the middle is the Super Smash Brothers Link, which I'm not sure if it's been discontinued, but it's really hard to find. But you need to get one of those if you want to get Epona into your Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Really, really cool.
Okay. All right, next to that, we have another Zelda game. Was that the Zelda game you're talking about?
That is the Zelda Breath of the Wild game.
All right, and then next to that, we have 2 old Sega Genesis game system cartridges. We have Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which is one of the best zombie games ever. It was a lot of fun. And next to that is Toe Jam and Earl. And I bring that one because there's a Kickstarter campaign that's being started to bring out a new version of Toe Jam and Earl. They're going to put it out on all the platforms. So they're looking for Xbox and PlayStation and Switch and PC. So look for some more Toe Jam and Earl. And then what's that other little figure in the front?
And that is also another amiibo from Zelda Breath of the Wild. That is the Zelda Horse Rider. So really quick, you can take any amiibo that you have from Nintendo and use it in the Zelda game, and it'll be in you can use them in other games too. Zelda-related stuff, you have the chance to get like special costumes and whatnot.
Right.
Any other type of amiibo, you might get like a simple treasure chest and some like food and some other stuff that you can use in there.
Okay, cool.
And Imploding Kittens. Exploding Kittens is a really fun card game. They have a safe version and a not safe for work version.
Yes, we've always played the not safe version.
Because it's funny as all get out.
It is.
So this is the first expansion for that. And the reason why the box is so big is because there's a human-sized cone of shame.
Oh, that you have to wear.
In there that you have to wear.
Nice.
So we haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but we will really soon.
All right.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. All right, now we have some shout-outs or other mentions that we have to bring out. We lost artist Bernie Wrightson recently.
The creator of Swamp Thing.
Yep, creator of Swamp Thing and some other things. I had a chance to meet him along with Mike years ago at a Boston Comic-Con.
Yeah, there's some old Sci-Fi Journals have interviews or discussions about his artwork and everything.
That was pretty neat. And then if you're into comedy, we lost Don Rickles recently as well.
Yeah, Don Rickles.
Yep.
He was great. He's the voice of Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, Mr. Potato
on
Head.
the Toy Story movies. He had his, he was CPO Sharky. I watched that as a kid, and stuff like that. So he was a funny man.
Yep. Anybody else we need to mention?
My daughter turns 18 this month.
Oh.
Sarah, who works on the show occasionally as a camera person, and she's been on camera a couple of times, is now going to be a legal adult, and that scares the crap
God
out of
bless
me.
you, my man.
But it's really awesome. She's an awesome kid, so happy birthday, my
Yeah,
wonderful
she's a
daughter.
sweetie. She's a cutie patootie. Good. All right. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, our email is info@risfc.org. Our website is www.risfc.org. Our Twitter account is @Sci-Fi Journal, if you like to tweet, because I like to take care of that, send out some tweets. And then we also have Facebook pages for Sci-Fi Journal and the Rhode Island Science Fiction Club. You can check those for information about RISFC meetings and so forth, so please join us for a meeting. Now, last but not least, I went to one of those stores that talks about, well, I can just say it, I went to Bed Bath & Beyond. It's not we're not plugging anything because we don't get money for it. And then I checked out, they have like a real funky food section that they've got over there. And look what I found. I found Astro Pops.
Oh my God.
I did.
Those are still around?
Yeah, well, no. What happened was when I was a kid growing up in the 60s and 70s, they had these things. And then they made them for a while, but they stopped because some of the kids used to poke holes in their cheeks just by eating them. I mean, it really wasn't fair because some stupid kid decided he didn't know how to eat a lollipop, which is pretty stupid. But so it went away for a while, but now it's back. So I got passed that down. One for you.
Wow.
And I got one for you.
Oh, that's
They're pretty
awesome.
good. I got one at home, too.
Oh!
Hey, I told you. Moron. So you got Astro Pops. All right, that's going to be it for this May 2017 edition of Sci-Fi Journal. Next month, watch for footage from Free Comic Book Day, which
Free
takes
Comic
place
Day plus
earlier this month.
Yep, May 5th.
May
I
6th.
believe. Oh, May
Yep,
6th. So
May 6th.
yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy the day before.
Yep, that's right.
Plus, we're coming into a huge convention session. We talked about Fantastic. We talked about Kineticon.
Yep.
Comic-Con is going to be next month in June, which in Foxwoods. A bunch of cool people are going to be there. We are going to be there, so we'll see what's going to happen there. A lot of stuff going on.
We should be really busy, so a lot of cool stuff. All right, that's going to be it for this edition. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the nice weather. We'll see you next month. Bye.
I got an Astro Pop. I got an Astro Pop.